Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is an unboxing, first thoughts, review video, and the product is this. It is the VOTATU G10, I think that's how you pronounce it, V-O-T-A-T-U. This actually is a company that reached out to me and they said, hey, can we send you one of our products to review? And I said, yes, of course you can, because I get a huge amount of emails from random companies saying like, hey, do you want to show and test out our bed sheets or like our auto car washing machine or whatever it is, and I just don't respond to them. But when I do get companies who actually have some relevance to airsoft, hence this one, which is a pistol light, I actually say yes, because I think it's actually valuable to you guys to have a look, and also I get to give this away to members. So this actually they sent to me. Weirdly, this is an odd one where I just ordered a product from them, or actually I think I didn't register the name of them, and then I had looked for a specific kind of product, not this specifically, but a similar kind of thing for one of my rifles. And I pressed order and then it kind of like rung in my head. I'm like, hold on a second, have I just ordered from the same company that's sending me something free? They are the same company, it was VOTATU. So I actually have a couple of products here that I'm gonna do initial unboxing on, review. I've actually installed one of them and definitely it's a positive review. So I'll give you an idea of that, but just full declaration, this is something they sent to me for free. They're not paying me. I do have a discount code down below that you guys can use. So if you are thinking after this video you want to buy one, please do go and use that discount code because it supports the channel and you will also get a discount for what you would normally spend. These are also available on Amazon if you'd rather do it that way. So let's start off just with unboxing it. So this is probably what I'm expecting it to look like, which obviously is kind of like your underslung pistol light, you know, on a basically a Picatinny rail running underneath the barrel of the pistol. It gives me an instruction booklet here. It's pretty detailed, so that's kind of great. Also on the back here, it's in English as well, which is rare because normally I will get one version in English, one version in Chinese or another language. And what I think is quite cool on this is it's $31. So it's actually just very affordable. And it says that it basically has two options. It has basically the low light option, which will give out 400 lumens of light, which is quite a lot for a pistol. And then it has a high output mode, which will do 1,000 lumens of light, which is definitely high enough for a pistol for sure. So this is what it is like. You can see here, actually it might be good if I give you a close up on this one. That is what it looks like right there. It's kind of like cool as in it's very like small and compact. It's got kind of like different angles on it. So I don't know if you can see there, but it is quite futuristic looking. It's definitely not like an X300, that kind of look on it. It does have quite cool activation. Oh, you can see how bright that is there. It's got these kind of like tabs. They're almost like little tabs where you push on both sides here. One here, and looks like each one will just turn on and off, which is kind of cool. If I hold down, or if I double tap, that's the high lumen output, you can see there. I think if I do this, if I push both together, I get strobe. So get strobe, high output and low output. It looks like here it is kind of like your twist, kind of standard, you know, you either twist it or you can stick a flathead in there. It withstands a drop, as you can see. And then it also has this, which is like a moving rail piece. So depending on like which replica you're going to be using it on, it basically has like a clicking system which will lock into place. And I'm going to install this now actually on a couple of my pistols just so you can see it. But basically there's no laser on this. I think they do a laser version, which is slightly more expensive. Let me just check that. So that's $30. Yeah, they have a $39 one where there is a laser coming out the side of it. One thing that I kind of like, I think it's good if you have a few of these lights, but it is kind of annoying. I mean, it's built-in battery, which is kind of good because, you know, you can just charge it, but it is like a proprietary charging magnetic system. So it's kind of like the O-Light in that way, where it's just gonna charge on there as you stop it on. It is the same for all of these lights. So I have one here that I'm gonna take you through as well, which is for a rifle. So if you have a couple of these lights on, then it is kind of advantageous because you can just know exactly where that is to charge it. It looks like they have this is like a 1913 rail attachment here. So you could switch that out, I think, underneath if you wanted something with slightly different. So I could basically take that bar out there and then switch this out. You can see it's kind of got these edges here, and then that's going to basically click into these edges on the inside right there. And then it has this, which I think is just, yeah, so that is just basically a little key to undo and do on. So we'll keep that to one side. So what I thought actually when they sent this to me, or they sent me the email saying, hey, this is going to be something that we want to send you, I thought actually what it could be good for is my Glock 34. So this is my Taran Tactical TTI Glock 34. Haven't really used it, but I'm actually a really big fan of this. Like the recoil on it is so good. I want to get a couple more of these base plates for Glock mags because it actually increases the gas capacity and actually the BB capacity, and I just like how it looks on this pistol. So if I'm using this, instead of, I can use regular Glock mags, but I'm kind of thinking I want to do that. But you can see here that rail segment there is quite far forward because this is a Glock 34, or it's actually going to be a 17 frame, isn't it, with a 34 slide on it. So this is going to work on a 17, so I can basically adjust this little tab, and let's see what this is going to be like. Okay, so the tab needs to come a bit further back. A little bit further back. Sorry, I don't want to shine that in the camera. Is that in place? Nope, not yet. A little bit further back. So you're going to need to kind of like, I think, mess around with this and just get it in place. Obviously, once it's in place, it's not a big deal because once it's locked in, it's locked in. Okay, so I think that's good there. Sorry, shining that at the camera again. So these are definitely very touch sensitive. Like good in a way because it's something you'd want to have. But you can see here, like I think that looks fairly cool actually. I don't know, like, because it's very like, okay, this has got that kind of like angle on it. This has kind of got a similar angle kind of style on there. I'll show you on this one. Like you can see there, like I've got, loves to like try and find me there. Look, it's looking for my face. Hello, I'm a pistol right here. Do you want to see me? Okay, it's not going to want to do that. So come on, last chance. Okay, there we go. So you can see there the angles on there, and then this has kind of got those same angle kind of style things. So I don't know if I like that. I kind of think it's too short maybe for that, but it definitely works well. So you can see here, my finger on that tab, I can just hit that there, and it's a big flat plane, and it's actually got some texture to it too. So I can do that there. The other thing is if I have my hand in that location, as I'm going to do that, if I have my hand in that location, then I can literally just stick my thumb. So if I'm supporting the slide here, like I would do on a real steel, I can just put my thumb right there. And that's also another place where I can hit that. So I think that's really very functional. Like it works really well for a $30 light. The quality of it's really good, I have to say. Like I was very surprised when I first opened this. I actually got the rifle version first. And so when I first saw it, I was like, okay, that's pretty sweet. So what I'm going to do now is actually try it out on a couple of other replicas because I like it. I just don't know. I probably run it on a 17 more than I would run it on the 34. Another one I thought might look quite cool on is this because it's got that angle again on the front here. You can see that there. And again, this one's pretty far forward. So we'll see. Okay, so it's kind of good. If you intersect that into the actual bit bar, and then you can slide it. So now it's there. I can just slide this back and that bar is staying in place there. So I can do this now. And I actually think that looks cooler. I don't know if you agree. Obviously, if you're running it in a Kydex holster, you may need to find something that is going to fit that better. That's what that's going to look like. And so I've got basically that function right there just to hit it. That function right there just to hit it there. And then I could do my strobe. So I'll show you guys as well on this one. I prefer it on this, I think. Oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this. I prefer it, I think, on this. I mean, I just love this pistol. It's gorgeous. But that's there. And then if I want to do this, I can just do that there. If I want to strobe it, I can strobe it there. But yeah, you can see the power of it. It's definitely a powerful pistol light. It's kind of in a very like cool though. It's just definitely very like compact for where it is. It's not too deep, stays under the trigger guard right here. And I don't know, I like it. I mean, it doesn't look as kind of like real steel as like the X300 would, or a TLR1HL or something like that. But it does work really well. And so if you're looking at it and you're like, oh, this is just a cheap light, I think the reviews on it are pretty great. Yeah, 4.9 stars, 50 reviews on this on Amazon. Let's try it actually on the P320. Let's see if that works well. None of these are real, guys, just in case you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, okay, this one's obviously got 3 different rails, so it's going to be quite easy, I think, to place this. Let's hope. As I say that, and then okay, I might do it on the further one up because that means that I then have to loosen it a little bit. It's definitely not as easy as just like sliding it on. I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing because I do think that I don't know if I like it on this. We'll see. So this is the P320 M17, this one, the longer one. That's what it's going to look like there. I love it up until this point where it kind of like kicks over slightly. I think it's going to be a very kind of dependent. I mean, like I love how that sits over that pistol, the trigger guard there. So you literally have it as like a little wing tab. It's very, very easy to hit. And then got my strobe. So I'll show you that on this one as well. That is where that's sitting there. I don't know. I think I like it on the Pit Viper the most. Sorry, the Sand Viper the most. See, like that though, I'm not now going to be able to get that into the Kydex. So you're going to have to find something that's going to fit that. I'll have a look and see if there's any holsters that specifically fit the G10. But you can also see they have a G2L, and that's the like laser version. Then they have a HL10, which is even cheaper at $27, and that is, they're all very well reviewed. 226 reviews at 4.5 stars, 4.4 stars at 90 reviews, and then this looks like their new one, 48 reviews at 4.9 stars. So I don't know. I would say for the price, I highly, highly recommend these for sure. What I'm actually going to do now, I'll leave that on there so we can just keep it on there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you quickly their other model, which I bought for my new build, which is my truck gun, or what I'm calling my truck gun, which is my CGS DDM4. I'm about to literally after this film the video of my build of this. So if you're interested to see how this looks, then definitely subscribe, hit the notifications bell, because this thing is going to be pretty awesome, I think, when I've built it out. But what I'm actually going to do is I bought this for it, which is another version they do. This, I think, is about $80, so it is more expensive. But this is one of their rifle models. So you can see here, it's a bigger piece for sure, because it's meant to go on the top rail of a rifle. And this is going to go right here. Well, this is the plan for it. I think that's going to go, where are we going to go? Maybe there. And again, like what I was looking for with this is I want to keep this build super lightweight. I want to keep it like basically as kind of maneuverable and portable as possible. So I was like, oh, do I want to put like a PEC unit on it? Not really, because it's super bulky. Do I want to run a flashlight on the side and then put like a switch on top? It's going to cost a ton. So I was like, I really actually just want to get one of those flashlights that have almost like a built-in switch on them, which goes on the top rail, because I think this thing is going to be built in a way where it's going to have, you know, like my grip's going to be there for sure. So when I use this, I now just have my thumb resting on the top. So you can see there, I have a flashlight and I have a laser. So you can see there, I've got the green laser. There's 2 different switches, one for here and one for, that's the light and that's the laser. If I hold down, it stays on. If I push it in once, it holds. Same with the laser. If I just hold it on there, and then I can also just push Show you that one, doesn't really matter. I can just push to keep it updated. But this, again, has got the same charge port on the back. As I said, this is $80, but for what this is, I was pretty surprised. And I think this is actually supposed to be 3,000 lumens. So, I mean, it's very, very bright. I don't know really, I don't have a monitor to tell you how many lumens, but in terms of like this being just a lightweight laser plus, it's like a PEC unit, but with a visible laser and thing in one little space. So I can run like a suppressor there. I've got that in that position. And I really think this is going to look great. So I'm not going to like ruin this for you, but I'm about to shoot the build video and this is going to be a part of it. But this one is the VOTATU, let me have a look for you so I just know what the name is. I'll look at what I've ordered and I'll tell you the price as well. This is the VOTATU M8LG 3000 lumen laser combo. And the price of this one is $65.69. So I think they've actually just brought that down in price. So that's very, very cheap. And then they have another version which is slightly cheaper than that, which is where I have what I've put on. Oh, another thing to mention on this, which I think is awesome, is you can run it on Picatinny like I have with this one. So it's got like the Picatinny mount there, but you can also see inside right there, it has actual like little M-lock. So I could actually just take the screws that we have right here and it gives you an M-lock option. So I just remove this from the side and then I can run that as an M-lock side. So I can put it on the side or wherever I want it. And what I actually did is I liked it so much that I ordered one, the slightly smaller one, I ordered for my TM Sega 12 SBS, because again, it's one of those builds where I really want to make it as like small and light as possible. And I have an issue with this where I can't find a handrail for it. And I literally just can't find anything and I want to find M-lock. I worked out a way to do it where I removed the handrail, I threaded the M-lock through the other way, and it actually has these two little fork pad things here, which you can just put in place so it clears the rail. So I was like, okay, this is awesome. I basically now have laser and flashlight on my my SBS. I also put the EMG tracer unit, the Ace Tech tracer unit onto that. So now this is currently what my Sega 12 SBS looks like. Sega, I go between the two words. But I'm really, really happy with it. It's put on a bit of weight since I last had it, but I need to tighten that handrail, this pistol grip. But yeah, I mean, that I think is awesome. And that's a slightly cheaper one. So that one, oh, then this one is 65. I think the other one is 80. So I don't know. It's very, very well built, full metal. There's no like plastic on it. You can see here's the laser on this, and then here's the flashlight. On this one, it's comboed into one. Like the actual laser, you can see is that little black dot inside. But yeah, I'm a big fan. So guys, if you're interested in these, as I said, I have the link in the description below. That I think will give you a 10% discount, so I'll list that down so you can have that. But if you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. But this is a product that I really like. And so that's probably going to be a giveaway, the Pistol Light. If I can talk to them actually and just say, hey, do you want to send me a couple just to send to members? Maybe we'll try and do that. But please do join the channel, become a member. We do regular giveaways of stuff that I get sent to review, as well as other things, and a whole load of other kind of perks that you can check out if you go and hit join on the channel. Thanks, guys. I will see you all very soon, and have a great day wherever you are. Goodbye.